I'm Okeo Beats, and today I want to talk about what you can do if your type beat channel is dead and if you want to revive it again. So I actually tried this on my own type beat channel, so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, what I did and what you can do if you're in the same position. There's 1,000 things that I can talk about, but I want to talk about what happened in my situation and what I did and what you maybe can do for your channel. So the weird thing about my channel is actually I started out with honcho type beats and everything was doing very good, as you can see here. I made this channel around May 2023, and it really started to get some traction around September, and even around November you can see it actually got around 8,000 views a day. Back then for me that was a big deal, so I thought I just had to keep on going making honcho type beats, but I just thought that I needed to continue, because that's always what I heard from other producers, that you have to stick to one niche. But after a long time, as you can see, this period was actually pretty long, all the way from let's say around January 2024 to January 2025. So actually for a year I just kept going honcho type beats, honcho type beats, honcho type beats, and nothing really happened. So I decided one day, let me try to do something new. Let me try to combine it with blow type beats or YFG Fatso type beats. Yeah, to begin with I just made honcho x blow type beats, and that really changed something for my channel. As you can see here, around January this year my channel really blew up, and I actually made a record 13,000 views just for one day. That was just for me trying something new. So how can you do this? Yeah, first of all, of course you have to make sure that people actually like your beats, that you have a good like percentage, like people mess with your beats and they watch it for at least 40% of the video's time, I will say. And also that you have a good click-through rate, and a good click-through rate that can be a +10 and up. And I will also make a video about thumbnails in my next video actually, so you can see what I do. But if everything seemed fine like it did for my channel, I had a high view duration, everything like that, and people was clicking on the videos and everything, and nothing really happens, just try something new. I actually have a little gem for you. I haven't heard any other producers talk about that, but I call it the Spotify technique. So let's jump into Spotify. So let's say that we are looking for artists like honcho. Then you just go down to bands also like it's called. The fans of honcho, they listen to these artists. You get a lot of suggestions for who you can try to combine with honcho. So let's say that that you like the artist Hurricane Wisdom. Then you can go into vidIQ. And then you can see I already searched for a different artist. But let's say Hurricane Wisdom type beat. You can see that's a very high, it got a high search volume, very low competition as well. So maybe you can try to combine honcho x Hurricane Wisdom type beats and just see what happens. And a lot of people will say they didn't even make a song together, but that doesn't matter, because apparently the fans of honcho, they also listen to this artist. So there's a big chance that if you also try to rank on Hurricane Wisdom type beats, then you will catch the fans of both the artists' attention, and they will listen to the beat. Let's take an example for my channel. As I mentioned, I tried this honcho type beat for a long time. Then I started to combine it with blow type beats. After I saw for a couple of times that the blow type beats actually worked, then I actually wanted to try YFG Fatso. We can go back to Spotify again. Let's say the artist Blow. He's here. Let's see who his fans also like. Then you can check the list here. And there you go, YFG Fatso. So I made this beat called YFG Fatso x Blow type beat. And that was the first YFG Fatso x Blow type beat as I know of, because people will normally think those two artists, they don't make music together. But if you listen closely, actually a lot of their beats are kind of similar and they are in the same niche. And let's go back to Spotify again. So another thing you can see from Spotify is also which locations the fans are listening to the music in. And you can see, for example, with the YFG Fatso, His main audience comes from Chicago, but he actually also have a lot of listeners in Atlanta. And if you go into Blow, you can see a lot of his listeners is coming from Atlanta. So even though that YFG Fatso is not a Atlanta rapper, he still have a big audience in Atlanta. So why not try to combine them? The worst thing that can happen is that you get no views at all. The best thing that can happen is, like me, it got me a lot of views. It got me almost 250,000 views just on one video, which is my record. And it's not even that long time ago since I uploaded it. It was back in January. And you can see it has a high engagement. It has a high click-through rate on almost 15%. Yeah, the point of this video is just to show you that even though that two artists haven't made anything together, just try to combine them. If you see that your type beat channel is dying out, don't just randomly pick any artist. Go into Spotify, look if this on the stats, do they even attract the same crowd, and in which areas are people listening to it. And if you see a pattern, why don't try it and see if it can change something for your channel. Sometimes changes like that can make a big change, like it did in my case. That was it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.